Have you ever come up with a million excuses in your head to justify someone who's clearly not into you, waiting hours or even days for a text that never comes, telling yourself, oh, they're just busy, or convincing yourself that they're shy or they just need more time? If that sounds like you, stick around, because this video is for you. Today, I'll show you the 5 clear signs you're wasting your time on the wrong person. These signs will help you see the truth, stop pouring your emotional energy into someone who doesn't deserve it, and finally open yourself up to someone who actually chooses you back. So sit tight. This might just be the wake-up call you need. Before we dive into the signs, let's talk about why so many of us fall into this trap. It's not just you. We've all been conditioned to accept emotional crumbs. Growing up, we're fed movies, TV shows, and songs that tell us love is a chase, that the harder it is, the more it's worth, that you have to prove yourself, win someone over, break down their walls. So when someone gives you half-hearted attention, we romanticize it. We tell ourselves it's a sign they're worth fighting for. But here's the thing. In real life, it just hurts. There's also the fear of being alone, which makes us settle for anything just to avoid solitude. And of course, we ignore the red flags because it feels better to believe in a fairy tale we've made up in our head. Feels like a romantic comedy, right? But it's just unnecessary drama you don't have to keep living. Now let's get into the signs. If you notice 2 or more of these behaviors, it's time to stop, take a breath, and admit the truth. This person is not choosing you. And that's okay. You deserve someone who actually does. So keep these in mind because they're your warning signs that it's time to stop wasting your time and move on. Sign 1. Slow replies and lame excuses. You text them today and they finally reply 2 days later with the classic excuse, oh, sorry, been so busy. Everyone's busy, but nobody is too busy for someone they actually care about. If astronauts on the ISS and CEOs of Fortune 500 companies can respond to a text, so can your crush. If they can't, it's because you're just not a priority. That stings, but it's the truth. Sign 2. Never makes plans with you. They'll chat, they'll flirt, but somehow they never actually make plans to see you. They never say, hey, let's go out Friday, or I'd love to take you here. They only show up when it's convenient for them or when nothing better is going on. If someone really wants you in their life, they'll make room, no begging required. Sign 3. Keeps you a secret. When it's just the 2 of you, it feels like there's something there. But in public, it's like you don't even exist. No introductions to friends, no social media posts, no public displays of affection. If you have to be kept a secret, ask yourself, do they really see you in their future? Sign 4. You see the red flags, but ignore them. They post pics partying with other people, disappear for days without explanation, or clearly entertain other options. And you keep telling yourself, oh, they're just confused, or they just need time. No, if they really wanted you, they'd make it clear. The mixed signals say everything. Sign 5. You're always the one reaching out. Take a step back. Do you realize every single conversation starts with you? If you don't text, there's silence? If you're the only one putting in effort, it's not a relationship. It's you holding on to something that was never really there. Someone who wants you doesn't need a push. They just show up. Now that you know the signs, it's easier to see when it's time to walk away. The truth is simple. You deserve someone who chooses you every day without you having to beg. Someone who's proud to have you, who makes you a priority. Love isn't a battle, a game, or a chase. It's a 2-way street. So stop investing in someone who won't choose you and start choosing yourself first. Because the more you choose yourself, the easier it becomes to see who actually deserves a place in your life. So tell me, how many of these signs have you ignored before? Drop a comment below and let me know which one hit you hardest. And share this video with a friend who needs this wake-up call too. Remember, you don't have to beg for love. You just have to be willing to accept what you really deserve.